Help me market, please.
When we're texting someone, because we're texting a lot more people, because think about how many people don't want to answer the phone call. If you leave it with an open-ended message, meaning someone you're going to message, hey, this is Bob over at Premier Outdoor. What's important to you when you're shopping for your next spa? And just leave a question. So many times we want to say, hey, this is Bob over at Jaguar Power Sports, Premier Outdoor. Want to sell you a hot tub? Give me a call back. Here's my phone number, blah, blah, blah. And we try to make it like a voicemail. Text message is supposed to be convenient. Has a 99% open rate. So when you're texting customers, if you specifically just leave it open-ended with a question, so psychology says first thing you want to do is ask a question because you want to lower resistance. By lowering the resistance, you're asking what's important to them. So what's important to you in your next kitchen, your UTV, your family time, your spa? What's important to you on getting your pain points of your back for your spa? So you want to lower the resistance. So the first thing you do is not try to sell them. You'll talk to them 3 times before you even try to sell them, and that's what's going to make you successful. So first time you reach out to the person for the first time is lead them in a question and say nothing else. Let them respond to you. You say, hey, this is Ducky over at Premier Outdoor. Thank you so much for having confidence in us for, a lead that came on Facebook. What's important to you when purchasing your next outdoor kitchen for you and your family? Question mark, and say nothing else. I do it the worst is I'll ask them a question and I'll keep talking. I'll have a run-on sentence, and then by the time they read the question, they forgot that they had a question to answer. So ask the question and be done with it. Number 2 is you want to get them to say yes. Their resistance is right here still because you're a sleazy salesperson. As we went over every single time, you're in the sales business. So now you want to get them to say yes. So after they answer your question, say, that's fantastic, great to hear. Do you have 2 minutes that we can chat through text message? If they're answering you through text message, don't ask to give them a call. If they're 95 years old and you don't know if they're on their lead sheet being 95 or 9, don't just assume that there can be text. You have to keep your process. Text, call, because you don't know what type of form of communication they want to do. Me personally, I won't ever pick up my phone. You text me, I changed my voicemail on Friday that says, if you call me and leave a message, I will not call you back. You can text me and introduce yourself and I will text you back. That's how it is because everyone's like that. The people that you guys are dealing with, yes, there's some subprime, but those are people that have money, that have hopefully better goals. They're working. They don't want to call you. You don't pick up the phone. So be mindful. If you're texting someone, say, hey, do you have 2 seconds that we can chat through text? You want to get them to say yes. It could be anything that's a yes question. It doesn't have to be, do you have 2 minutes you can chat through text? It could be, do you have any back issues, or do you have any health issues that when searching for your spa that you're shopping for? Yes. By them saying yes, you want them to give you permission to essentially engage with them. Lower the resistance to talk to you, to chat through text. You want a yes question. So it goes from a question to a yes question, because if you get them to say yes, you're giving them permission. They're giving you permission to talk to them. And they'll be a lot more engaging. They'll be a lot more willing to hear what you have to say, no matter if you're selling a power sports or a spa or kitchen. So those are things that very easily you can do, because as many people as we're not getting on the voice calls, that you can get them text right away. So try those, but you want them to give you permission, because that's why the resistance. That's why when you get calls from solicitors, hey, this is so-and-so, do you have 2 minutes we can chat real quick, or do you have 2 minutes for me? They're asking for a yes question, and you'll pick up on it now, because all your solicitors that are calling you, they have the same book that they read from. It's the same as a salesperson. So you'll pick up on these social cues, and when people are calling you, or people talking to you, or your car dealership, or anything. Salespeople that are trained, they're trying to get that yes question, because they're trying to lower the resistance. Because they're up here. The minute they give you yes, they're giving you permission to do whatever you want to do. And what I want you guys to understand is, a lot of times we're scared to talk to people. Scale it back and dissect it. We have a business. We have a roof. We have a business. They are coming to us to sell something. It's not like we're cold calling like a solicitor. Like, they've submitted a lead, they've walked into the dealership, they physically drove here in their car to see you to be sold something. But they still have the resistance up. That makes no sense. Like, when they walk in and say, hey, I'm just looking, finish the sentence. For an outdoor kitchen, for a spa, for a UTV, they're just looking for something because they physically drove here. They're not just looking. They're looking to buy something, but the resistance is super high. And if you go straight into sales mode, no matter if it's in person or if you are on the phone, you're going to lose them because they're never going to let their guard down because they're scared. It don't matter. And that's why we train personability, and why you guys are so successful in both businesses is because you don't necessarily try to sell them. But these are simple things that we can do on social cues to bring down the resistance. But because we care about what their wants or needs are, we care about what your family's doing, we care about if you have issues with your back, that's something that can go a long way. And that's why we have been successful. This just takes up another level.